Hi everyone, so in this video I'm going to be trying out a couple new items that Die Impress has brought to HSN. It is the Christmas ornament kit and the stencil kit and holiday wishes. They also have a new stencil kit and more of an everyday type kit, so I'll link all those different things in the description box. So Die Impress did send these items free of charge for my review, and of course all opinions are my own. And any of the links that I have in the description box there will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items through those links. So depending on when you're watching this, just please know that they will have, HSN will have a $5 shipping cart on July 12th on crafts, right? Just like they typically do. So that full 24 hours there. And I do get all the questions that I don't know if you're not familiar with HSN, I suppose, because people will tell me, I was looking for the $5 cart and I couldn't find it, or something like that. Like it's a product. It's not a product. It's just shipping, meaning whatever you add into your cart, right? All day, you can check out whatever time, you know, different times, it doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, they're only going to charge $5 shipping total for any of those craft items. So you'll see sometimes it updates and it'll say like 30 cents in shipping or 20 cents or 15 cents or whatever it is. So that's what it's doing when you're kind of shopping throughout the day, unless you place one order and everything's there, right? It'll just say $5 for $5 shipping. But yeah, so that's what that is, guys. I do get that question quite often. And at first it confused me because I was like, what? And I'm like, oh, they think it's like a product, I think. Wouldn't that be nice, a $5 cart, right? Anyway, so we have these guys here. So I paired this together, so I thought it'd be fun to make a background with the stencils and then put these gorgeous ornaments on top. And I'm just thinking, like, if you cut these out in felt, how cute would that be? Or something the kids can help you do, you know, because obviously if you're at the marquee or any other machine that you can safely use with a child, like, this would be a lot of fun. So I do enjoy that it has different layers. You have the background layer, the pretty little topper piece, and then the little, excuse me, and then we have the little like hanger portion here. So really adorable. Of course I would love to cut that on like silver or gold paper. Obviously all the different types here of your little ornaments, and then it has the words, oh that's cool, Merry, Noel, and Christmas. And then it has this cute little piece here that can be like the string or however you want to have it look like it's holding them up. And then optional bows. Look at how cute. Oh my gosh. So just some ideas of how to pair that up with like a slimline regular card. Comes with a marquee cutting folder, so it goes in the marquee, of course. And then if you have any machine that cuts thin metal dies, you can pop these guys in there too. And so let's just look at this, kind of the measurements on this. So like the outside die is about 2 inches on that one, 2 1/8 or so on that one. This one's a little bit larger, almost like 2 7, almost 2 3/4 inches on that one. And then this one's like just over 3 inches, almost 3 1/4. And of course you're going to pair that up with the little topper. And we have our words and then the little string or strand there. Really, really cute. So I'm really looking forward to play with those, just with some pretty papers, and I think it'll look really great. And then these stencils, again, are these large oversized stencils. Really, really great. Really nice material that they're made from. And what I'll show you is this guy. So I'll measure one really quickly, just because I haven't measured them in a while, to let you know the size. But basically they're created so that you can pretty much use them on any product, you know, slimline, 5x7, A2, it's all going to work. The stencil itself is like, oh, look at the like Christmas sweater. The stencil itself is from edge to edge is 9 1/4 by almost 6 inches, and then the area inside is just a little bit smaller. Obviously there's like an edge here, just a little bit smaller than that. So we have the sweater one, but let's look at this so that we can see them. So we have a little ho 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 pattern, we have the candy stripe or peppermint stripe, however it is, just stripe pattern. We have the little snowflakes. We have like that cute kind of stylized star there, like glimmer kind of thing. Cute little holly and berries on that one. The little trees. Oh my gosh, you guys. How cute. And this one says Merry Christmas. And I'm really interested in that because that's so cool. Like how you get lettering from that kind of thing, right? Because it has to hold on in certain spots. So that's really ingenious for it to work as a stencil, right? Here's another snowflake pattern where this one, let's look at the other one, is slightly different. Let's compare these. Hopefully you can kind of see. This one has like a linear pattern, I would say, like stripe, where this one has like little dots here and there. And then the ugly sweater, or intarsia maybe, is that what it's called? Like sweater knit. We have the little light and strings. That is so cute. Oh my gosh, and it's just a gorgeous like pattern. Again, it kind of has like a snowflake in there, I would say, but it's really kind of a geometric pattern, really pretty. And this last one, oh my gosh, with the little houses, and they have little smoke coming out of their chimney. Oh my goodness. And the little trees. So pretty. So what I'm going to do, well, let me just show you guys these. So that's what they look like, of course. Here's this little guy. And I usually just hold down my stencils. I don't really put any kind of adhesive, you know, you can tape down the side or use magnets depending on what board you use to stencil on. You can use pixie spray on the back very lightly and then it sticks down. But I'll just show you guys these. So I do like that some of them definitely have a, what's the word? A direction, right? Like the little house one, you're going to do it this way. But like this one can go any way on your card. So there's options there as far as that. Look at the tree one. That is so sweet. And then the Merry Christmas. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm really drawn to this one. We'll see. Because I want to obviously show the background off while we have our little ornaments there. Little guy there. And look at the ho ho ho. That is so cute. And then here's our stripe. Again, that's great for anything. It does say candy cane stripe. So there we go. I was on the right track. And then these guys. That's so pretty. And then this one here. Alright, so let me grab some paper, some inks, and things like that, and we'll get started. So I'm going to use the Merry Christmas. I have this paper. It's kind of pearlescent, so hopefully this will work out because it's a little bit slippery. Just a standard A2 size card, again, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And what I'm going to do is put that down. This is 4 1/4 by 5.5, but I always like to trim it down after I do a little bit of stenciling, so it's just a little bit bigger than I would want at the end. And I'm just going to put this on here. And of course we're going to end up covering quite a bit of this with our ornaments, but I'm just trying to see where it would look the nicest as far as my wording, maybe like here. Okay, and I'm just going to tape this down. I usually hold it with my hand too, so we'll see. I'm just probably going to hold on to it in different spots as I work, because I'm always just really kind of gingerly using my stencils whenever I use them. I did grab some gold pigment ink. Oh, you know what? Actually, well, yeah, no, let's go. Let me remove this right quick. I forgot I was using a pigment ink, and then I'm going to use some embossing powder, so I'm going to take this and just use a little embossing buddy to help it so that not the embossing powder sticks absolutely everywhere. So just to get rid of some of that static. Now I could take this and definitely just pounce into this. This is the first time I ever tried doing this. I'm going to use a brush. Usually I have like a little finger dauber, but I thought it's going to take time to do that. So I'm going to try to just get this on here. And I guess this will be my gold blender brush from now on. Because this is pigment ink. It's very sticky stuff. Okay, so I'm just going to go through, and it's very easy. I'm just kind of rub. I am going to top this off with gold powder, embossing powder. You can do this with a clear watermark too. It doesn't have to be gold. I just wanted it to really be really bold and stand out. But so far, just kind of going over it, the stencil's working really great. I don't feel any like movement or that my brush is going under any of it. Okay, maybe on the C there. Don't be too rough. The little center of the C. So again, we're just getting this on here. So I'm just going to take a minute and go down this whole thing, and then I'll be right back once this is all filled up. Okay, I think I got everything. Just want to make sure. All around everywhere. And I definitely need to wash this off right quick, but I'll do that in just a minute. I'm going to put this to the side. And then I guess I'll just use this to pour my little gold embossing powder. So I'm using, again, like gold on gold, so just to help it really pop. But again, if you're just using clear watermark, you can definitely then come in with some gold embossing powder. And I have this little tiny pot, so I'm just going to do this, and then I'll do it again to make sure it's getting on all the areas. And yes, I can just pick that up and scoop it back, but I'll just kind of do this kind of thing. Okay. And I would just kind of brush away whatever might be extra, like this little area here. And I'm gonna hit that with my heat tool. And I will, just finishing up getting that powder on there. Okay, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so check that out. I just washed it off, looking great. And here is my little piece here. Again, all textural with that embossing, heat embossing. So what I'm going to actually do is cut this down to 4 by 5 1/4, because what I'm going to do is then matte the background with some gold. So 5 1/4 by 4. That piece off, and then I'm going to matte with this, and sorry, this is going to freak out my camera probably, so let's do 4 1/8. I know it's just a little bit of gold all around the edges, and hopefully this is nice and straight. By 5 3/8. And since I know it hurts people's heart when I matte over completely a nice piece of paper like that, what we're going to do is just take that center piece out. And so you can do this with a scissor or, you know, with a ruler and stuff like that. But I'm just going to come in and just leave myself some room around the edges. Just making sure I'm cutting all the way through there. Of course, we only have like a 1/16 of an inch that we really need. But I'm going to leave myself a good little amount there, because I don't want to end up cutting it too small or leaving myself too little room on the end. And then we'll have to start over. Oop, that last one didn't cut quite through. Hold on. It did feel different. You know, I should have brought out a different mat than just cutting on the mat that I use every day, but oh well guys, here it is. It is a self-healing mat, but you know. Okay, so we can use this for something else. And so I'm just going to glue these guys on here, but since I cut that down, I'm going to just glue it to my card base first. And then we'll go from there. Let me see which glue I want to use. Let's put that bad boy away. Alright. Just making sure we put this down first, and then we can put the other piece on top. And that is our background for our card base here. Yeah, I always just like to clean up the edges whenever I do a little stenciling, so I always use a piece of paper that's just a little bit bigger than what I'm doing. I'll put a little in here. Okay. That's going to be a little bit slippery, so I'm going to hold that for just a second, then I'll put some weight on top of it to keep it flat. Okay, and then we'll do some ornaments. I'll be right back. Okay guys, so we have our sweet little card there, all ready to go. And I think what I wanted to do is just make one focal, really pretty ornament, and I just love the shape of this kind of ornament right here. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to cut from this beautiful red scarlet organza paper, just cut this guy. And then this really pretty topper piece I'll do from some gold, and I was trying to see which of these gold pieces, remember from earlier, I think it's too small. So this is the piece I kind of gutted there I can use with this. So that'll be great. I think I'm also going to put like a little gold bow on that just to bring that in some more. And let me think, do I want to bring in a different color metal? I think what I'm going to do is for this part, it might not even show with the little bow back there, but we'll see. This part and the little string, I'm going to cut from silver paper, which I haven't grabbed, but it'll just be like this one. Just like a matte silver. Okay, so I'm going to run these guys through and I'll be right back. As I'm cutting, I do want to give one tip, and I've mentioned this before, and people are like, oh, I didn't know that. You can cut on every surface of your folder. You can flip it back and forth. Like this one I've already used. Obviously it comes with a new one, but so this one already has some cut lines, and since I want this to be nice and pristine, I'm just going to flip it over to this side where it doesn't really have any cut marks. And so when I put this through, my paper will just look really nice, even though I'm using a folder. Ooh, I'll do this a little bit slower, guys, sorry. That has been used, and look, the paper is just perfectly beautiful. It doesn't have any like scarring or, you know, etching into it because of what happened before. And I'll pop these guys in, and honestly I can even put this on that silver paper along with this little guy and pop it right here and cut them both at the same time. So I'll do that and I'll be right back. This is so pretty. Just gorgeous. So I'll clean these guys out, get this out, and we'll put it together. Okay guys, so we have our pieces here, and what I'm just going to do is glue our beautiful topper piece here. And very carefully just putting a little glue. Not too much because I don't really want it to deal with it seeping out the sides there, but we do want this to hold on really well. So I'll just put some here, and then sometimes what I'll do, just because it's something delicate like that, I'll dab some of the glue off before I put it. My project you saw me putting on the front, it's still got on the back, sorry, and it's still got on the front here. So we can wipe that clean in just a minute. And I'll hold that down, and I will be right back. Okay, so there's that. I'm just trying to rub that little piece of stickiness that came to the front, and it's all nice. Okay, so then we have these other pieces here. Again, you know, where do you want to place them? I guess I'll place that right there. Just looking at the image that they have there. So I'm just going to bring this down so it looks like it's holding on to this part. Again, that might totally get covered up by my little bow. Maybe not. Oh, you know what? Should we pop the bow up? I think I was going to put it all at once. We'll put the bow on last. And I think what I'm going to do is get like a little sentiment from the ephemera set. And so I'm just going to go through this and see if there's something that I think I can pop on the front, you know, just in here. But I'll be right back. Okay, this is a tough call because like I like keeping it with the red. I think this looks really cute though too. Just something, bring in a little pop of green. I mean, you can put this behind it. I wanted everything to just kind of stand out, but like look how cute that would be. You know, just to put a little something in the background, or even more of the holly or anything else like that. I mean, how pretty is that? Oh, hold on. So maybe that brings some green in, huh? Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to play with this a little bit more because I thought I was going to do this, but now I really like the look of that holly back there. Let's see here. Okay, let me play a little bit more and I'll be right back. I can do something like that. So I'm going to do something a little bit different with this then, because this is going to come up here. And I think what I'll do is I'll just kind of glue it on. You don't really have to put it on here. You can just kind of place it. But for now, I'm going to do that just so you see some of the little bobble part, because that's so cute. And let's see, where about. Put that about there. And I guess I'm just going to place our little bow on here. Just about there. I'm going to hold that together. I'll be right back. Oh, I did meant to say, I did realize I was calling this holly. It's obviously poinsettias, but that's alright. Okay, so let's put that about there. And I just put a couple little strategically placed dimensionals. Sorry if you can't see that there. Because for now, basically everything else is going to tuck behind this being the focal point. So I'm just lining that up with that little string there. Popping that down. And then this little guy, I'm going to glue it down by just adding a little glue in the back. I like the look of that kind of dimension where it's up and then this piece just down like that. And with these guys, I'm just going to add glue. Tuck them in so they're visible, which is always a plus, right? We like to see what we're putting on here. Yeah, I totally took it a different way. I wasn't even thinking about doing that. I was just going to have this as the focal point and just leave that alone there. Okay, I might have to pick that up in just a second. It also depends on where this is going to be. Oh, actually that looks really nice right there. If I want to, I could just pick this up and kind of tuck it in a little bit more if we wanted. Now I'll push everything down. And then this, I just put some dimensionals on the very edges. I was thinking about curving it a little bit, and that would just be to kind of curve it like this. But I think it's really nice just right there. So it's the same height basically as this other guy. And then if you stick it down with a little bit of a curve, you'll have that little dimension there. Just kind of pops up a little bit. Or you can just leave it flat, that's fine too. So there it is, guys, just playing around with a few of the new items there. The ornament dies, which I think are going to be really fun. You may just shakering these. They have a really nice shape, or like this outer shape, put it into your paper and that has that shaker aperture, right? And then just putting maybe this little like filigree part inside of that, and then you can still see into your card with that ornament shape. I think it's really cute, and finish it off with the topper and everything. Really, really cute. Alright guys, thanks for watching. keep an eye out. I will use the other stencil set also very soon, and I'll have them all linked in the description box. And don't forget, on the 12th they are having, again, the $5 shipping craft cart, only on that day, on craft products. And I'll have some images coming up, and the links are already in the description box, and I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye now.